Hi everyone, very warm welcome back to MEC-TEC. As you can see, we're in the Audi with Dan. Hello Dan.
Hiya, hi everyone.
And we are on another road trip. Now if you'd watched my MX-5 video, you would have seen that it got sold at the end of the last video due to another project coming along. So if you can hear it on the back, we've got a trailer on the back and it's rattling its nuts off. We're going to get the new project, which as you would have seen by the thumbnail, is a Westfield. Now it's been off the road, we think, since about 2015, and it actually belongs to a friend of ours. I've known the car for the last 14 years-ish, and I've only actually seen it on the road once. Have you seen it on the road any more than that?
No, just once. One of the DeLorean meets back in 2010, I think it was. 2010,
2011, something like that, yeah. So it's been off the road a fair while, by the seems of it. So yeah, the MOT's up to 2015, and then it's been left to sit and do nothing. So we're going to make the trip. It's about 2 hours over to Norwich to our friend Arrans, and we'll catch up with you when we get there. See you in a bit. Rightio, we have just arrived. Aaron is setting up a light so we can see what we're doing. I'm falling over a stick, and this is the first glimpse of what's under the car, or what the car is and where it is and how it's been stored and all the rest of it. So as you can see, it's under a tarpaulin next to his DeLorean, which is also under a tarpaulin. Has this got to be untied, Aaron? He's talking to Dan about the DeLorean stuff. So I'll get this. We'll get this cover off, and then I'll come back to you. Right, let's get this uncovered. Come on, Dan. Nice cover on it. Does that come with it? Look at that Vauxhall 16 valve badge on the back. Tree there. No roof. Right, let's grab this camera. There you go, that's your first look at the new project. We've got lights everywhere because it's pitch black. As you can see, the roof's not fully on it. It's kind of open, but not, if that makes sense. Let's get that light. There you go. Do you reckon I'm going to fit in this, Aaron? The head might stick at the top a little bit, yeah. I was just talking to Aaron, and he said he's had this since about 2004. He thinks. We'll know when we look at the logbook, I suppose, won't we? But and it was last on the road 2015. So gives you an idea of how long it's been sitting for. Ooh, it's on a queue, but it's a 93, is it?
94, I think.
93 or 94, one or two. Around that sort of age. Original Westfield wheels on it. Don't know what that says in the middle of them. Can't read it. Cousin or something. Some random name that's on the wheels. So yeah, that's actually working quite well with it. I wasn't sure how these lights were going to work out to show it, but it's actually working all right. Side exit exhaust coming out of there. I guess that's got a 4-branch on it, isn't it? Looks like a 4-branch. It's going into like a collector, isn't it? He don't know, he just drives it. Chrome, try not to get bars on the screen, chrome suspension, chrome headlights. Obviously we'll have a proper look at this when I get it back in the garage at home. Got the light wire caught around it, there we go. So yeah, we're going to spend a bit of time getting this loaded up on the trailer, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, we just got the bonnet off so we can see obviously what's inside here. This is a 2 litre red top, that's what they call it, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
And you said it was out of a Calibra?
Yeah, it was using a Calibra GTE, which was crashed pretty soon after it was new.
Oh right, okay.
So it was a very low mileage engine anyway, and then it's coming here and done.
Gotcha.
5,000 something.
Let's have a look down over that mileage. 5,000. Look at that. Can you see that in there? 5,938. Is that? Hang on, let's get rid of the cobweb. There we go. 5,938 miles. It's done in this car, this engine, and as Aaron just said, it was in a or out of a crashed Calibra. Calibra or Cavalier? Calibra. Yeah. Apparently, there's some stuff in there about that in the paperwork of the car. So. Obviously we'll have a look at that in more detail when we get all the paperwork sorted out and whatever else, but just thought I'd show you the engine and what's in it. Oh, that's close, isn't it? How am I going to change the cam belt on that? You can't get in there. Does the nose cone come off? I guess it does. Yeah, it must do, yeah, to get in there, because that's where the cam belt is, right on that front cover, isn't it? Yeah. This is Aaron, by the way, right. CEO of DeLorean Go. If you need any DeLorean parts, this is the place to go. No pun intended. What's it say? Club 89. What's that?
Something rally sticker or something.
Club 89, yeah. Sorry, Dan's on the light. He's doing the light. He was going to do the filming, but you've ended up doing the light. Sorry, Dan. Yeah, he's on the light. He's got chrome. Is that a proper roll bar, do you reckon? Or is that for show? Looks like it's bolted through to the chassis, doesn't it? Yeah, it's proper solid, yeah. Cool, yeah. So we've got a chrome roll bar in there, little area on the back there. You can, I'm looking online, you can get like a little boot lid that goes on them, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Which is that for storing the roofing effectively?
Yeah.
You're out because you can fold it up and put it in there.
Yeah.
So I may see if I can get a little boot lid for that possibly.
You wouldn't really drive with the roof on, really. I mean, all the doors. Every time I've ever done it, I take it all off. That stuff here and then just
What, because they flap around too much, you mean, or?
Well, I mean, you're never going to drive it in the
menky weather. No, I suppose. No, that's right. Yeah, I might. Yeah, you know what I'm like. I drive in any weather. It could be snowing and I'll have the roof off. I might keep the doors on though. Not that they give you that much protection by the looks of it. What's that? Is that a popper that holds it on?
Yeah.
You've got a little strap there with a popper on it. There you go. Look, and it just clicks on there, and that's basically your door with a nice inch gap down the side of it.
Probably a better panel gap than the DeLorean though.
Well, that's true. Probably better than the DeLorean and probably better than the 3-wheel van as well. Shall I see if I can get in it? Is that seat likely to be soaking wet?
No.
Let's see if I can get in this. Go on. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Alright, first time sitting in it. I don't even know if I fit in this car. This is not going to be dignified at all. Just about. Do these just unhook?
Yeah, you basically yank them off upwards.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want to be in a T-bone in it, would you? I'll tell you what though, it feels like it's alright, that clutch.
Yeah. The pedal will be alright. It's the pressure plate.
It's just not doing anything inside, maybe. Yeah. No, we're just talking about the clutch. The clutch on these has a tendency to stick on due to lack of use. It's not the rain, typical, isn't it? So although the pedal feels alright, it doesn't disengage the clutch, or engage the clutch I should say. So we may have to look into that obviously and see if there's any particular reason for it, or if it's just through lack of use. Hopefully it's just through lack of use. But actually I do fit alright in it, to be fair. I thought I was going to struggle, but once you're in it, it's probably a little go-kart. Where's the key?
Right inside.
Oh yeah. What's that under there? I see, yeah. With a, what's that for the centre cap, that little key on the key. I'm excited now. New project, I'm excited. I've got to try and get out of this now without making an idiot of myself. Oh, look at that, see, I've got the knack already. Perfect. And I'm bigger than Aaron as well, so I was a bit worried about that, if I'm honest. I didn't think I was going to get in and out of there that easy, but that's alright. I can cope with that. I did say I was going to take this up to my dad's and let him have a go at it, but he said, I won't be able to get in it. I said, well, you'll be able to get in it, you might not be able to get out of it again. So that'll be interesting, we'll see. I'd like to get him to have a go at it, because that'd be quite cool. Right, we're going to get all this hook back on, like that. and I guess we're going to have to get the trailer set up and get it pushed around to it. So we'll come back to you in a minute. Right, we're just having another look around at different things while we're here. We're just trying to see a date on the tyres to see if we can see. I'll get bars on the screen, but usually there's like a little code on there that tells you how old the tyres are. But I think these are quite old. But you can see they're starting to crack up here, and they're rock hard when you feel them. And Aaron was just saying any slight bit of moisture on the road, and the back end's a bit lively, so we may have to get some. Maybe get some semi-racing tyres or something on it. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? What's that there, Dan? Is that it? What, just saw it just in? Oh no, it's only says 180. I thought it said date on it, but it doesn't.
I can't see a date on it.
Well, you've got got brake discs all round, as you can see in there.
Pre-tyres having dates on.
What's the date on the back one? Because Aaron just said the spare one's a lot better. 0203, no that's not, is it? 35 day 14. Of 14, so that's 2014, yeah. So even that one's, how old's that? 8 years old. Yeah. So.
Oh no, here's the date. Here,
you found it?
3507.
That's even older. Hang on, 2007. What's that? 15 years, isn't it? Yeah. So the spare's 15 years old. The ones on the car are older. We'll just say that. Yeah, that'd be because it's rock hard on the rubber. Yeah. This one's a Bridgestone. Here, what's this one here? It says it here. That one's 2012. That one's not a little bit newer. It's a little bit newer, yeah. Are they matching, are they? Have a look round here, Dan. That's a Bridgestone. That looks like it's probably matching, yeah. Can't see the date on this one. It's going to be the same, isn't it? Oh. No, I'd say it was going to be the same because it's the same type of tyre. So, and it feels a bit newer as well. Yeah, 12. There you go.
12, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
so we've got
fronts and spare are.
Fronts and spare are a bit newer.
They were original ones.
They were original. What, from 2004?
Yeah, from before I had it, so before 2004. Yeah.
Before you had it. Oh bloody hell! So yeah, they've seen. What's that number there, Dan? 164.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I think
before they started using the code.
The code, yeah. So those, yeah, they definitely want changing. Well, they want changing, but they definitely want changing.
They're probably 90s or probably earlier.
90s or earlier. Yeah. Bloody hell. I can't believe they stuck the 16 valve badge off a Vauxhall on it, because it's off the same engine, isn't it? Right, I'm waffling on. Let's carry on. That's not too bad, is it? That's right. Go hard round. Right, and then
what we do?
Yeah.
Hang on, we're going forward.
Yeah. Light as anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just turn it on the tripod so that it's facing sort of over here when we're turning it on. That's it. Probably smell like it is. You can really struggle with it. This is Aaron turning the steering back and forward about a million miles an hour. Let's get back over here, don't we, really? Yeah. Go to the left more, yeah. We go right up the side of the trailer and then back to back. That makes sense. That's it. Now back now. Now back to back, yeah. Look at that. Perfect. Done it before. There we go. Should be right to get the ramps up there.
Quite light, isn't it?
I'm well excited about this now.
It's going to be quick, isn't it?
I'll tell you what it is, it's going on the way in. That's probably, how much went that way? It's lighter than the MX-5, isn't it?
Yeah.
The MX-5 is about 900 kilos. Anyway, 50 it probably weighs 600 maybe?
Yeah, it's over that.
Anyway, mega fast. I remember hearing it black up and down outside Cayley one year. Yeah, push it, won't we? Do that.
It's a case of getting it lined up. Yeah.
I was going to say, do you want to put a light on the trailer so we can see where we're at? So we're not go off the edge of the front. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, there's only one shot, isn't there, really?
Yeah.
Probably overshoot or just whack into the back of it.
No, we should go stop it, shouldn't we? Yeah, right. Ready? Yeah, easy. Easy peasy. How much further forward is it, Paul? It's about on the back of it now. Brake on, maybe in gear, I suppose. Okay. It's alright, doesn't it? That was easier than we thought, wasn't it? There you go. It's on. So we're going to get all this strapped down. Handbrake on in. Are we in gear?
I think so.
Yeah, handbrake on and in gear. Get it all strapped down, and we should be good to go. Top banana. Right, Dan's done a sterling job getting this all strapped down on the trailer nice and safe. So we're just going to go inside, do the paperwork. I'll cut back in when we're in there and show you the mega history files with this, hopefully. Arrans said there's tons with it, so we'll come back to you in a minute. Right, this is the history file with the Westfield. As you can see, it's quite extensive. They're two former owners. Arrans says he's had it since about 2004, you reckon? Oh, I can look, can't I? Let's have a look. Hang on. Where is it? I don't want to show addresses or anything on here. Hang on a second. Just last change, usually gives you last change of owner. Yeah, 2004. June 2004. So, there you go, you can see it there. Look. So that's that. And there's this massive box of paperwork in here with the original construction manuals in there. I'll look for all this in more detail when I get home. There's literally loads in here. Westfield World. Anyway, I won't bore you with all that, but there's tons in there. So that is going to be good to look through. I love things like that. Right, we're going to get the paperwork done and get home. Come back to you in a bit. There we go. We've just stopped at the local McDonald's for a bite to eat. As you can see, you've got the car on the back of the trailer there in the car park. It is raining. Unfortunately, inside of it is getting a bit wet because the roof is a bit it's not damaged. Well, there's a bit of it on the front that's damaged and it won't click over the windscreen, so I can't actually put the roof on, which is a shame. But when it gets home, it'll be in the garage and it'll be warm and dry and it'll dry out, so that's no problem. Right, McDonald's awaits. Let's go. There we go. It's absolutely getting soaked, unfortunately, on the back of the trailer, and we couldn't put the roof on because its front fixings aren't there. But yeah, we're still going. It's absolutely lashing down. You can see there. We haven't got the wipers on full because we're not in a lit area, so you don't need them so much, but it's absolutely falling down. We've got another hour and 20 minutes to go, so when we get safe and sound back to MEC-TEC headquarters, I'll come back to you. There we go, all safe and sound, back in the MEC-TEC garage. It did get a little bit damp on the way back, as it absolutely bucketed down the whole way, but it'll dry out. It's in a nice warm garage on the side of the house, so we'll let this dry out for tonight and we'll have a proper look around it tomorrow morning when it's dried out a bit and it's not absolutely pouring the rain out there because it's manky. So I'll come back to you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, it's the next day. Well, you can't see, but you can see out there, look, it's light. So I thought I'd give you a little walk around of this. Obviously, now we can see it a bit better in the light and see what we're working with a little bit more. Obviously, you can see it's red. There are some areas that are faded. I'm hoping that's going to polish back up. I believe this is gel coat rather than paint. So I think it's obviously in the body as such, the colour. So I'm hoping it's all going to polish back up. Obviously we've got a little bit of marking around those bolts, which is where the fender bolts onto. You can see the air filter sticking out there, twin carbs on the side there. I'm not 100% sure on what the carbs are yet, but got a nice gathering of dirt and crud in there which will need cleaning out. What else have we got? Obviously this nice polished screen, dinky little wipers. This is faded, this trim that's on here, that's just a sticker, so I can probably replace that quite easily. Don't know whether I'll go for carbon fibre again, or maybe just go for a plain gloss black or something, possibly, maybe. Obviously again, bit of fading on the wheel arch there where the cover's not covered it completely all the time. You'll be pleased to know the interior has dried out from its wash yesterday, apart from a small bit of water in the back there, which is no issue. The wheels, as you probably would have seen from yesterday, do need a refurb. They're spidering all around the edges. And I did look in the history last night, and sure enough, the tyres that are on the back of this, these Goodyears, are original from 1994, so they definitely want changing because they're rock hard. Obviously inside there you can see we've got, what gauges have we got? Fuel, temperature, and looks like pressure, bar pressure. It's not a turbo, so it's not going to be turbo gauge. We've got other switches on there as well, obviously for hazard lights, fog lights. It's got a heater, believe it or not. Wipers, headlights. Not sure what this one is. Not sure what this one is. This one is the indicators, left and right. And I believe this one is the horn on a little switch there. We've got a little bit of water still in the bottom there. I'm going to get a heater in this in a minute to try and dry out the rest of the water. It's got a nice mounty steering wheel on it. I think Arran actually put that in there. The pad wants fixing back on a bit better than that, but that's alright. Seats are all in nice condition, no rips or tears, which is great. Really nice. Good thing about vinyl is if it gets wet, it doesn't matter too much. Obviously we've got these 4-point harnesses on, or no, are they 4-point? No, not 4-point harnesses, but they're harnesses nonetheless. A little fire extinguisher in the middle there. I dare say that's probably run out of date now, I would have thought. I don't know what date's on it. Can't see on there. But going around the back, obviously this is the hood frame, which unfolds. Not sure how it unfolds, but it unfolds somehow. I've not worked that one out yet. How does that work? I think it pulls. It's got like a funny little mechanism that pulls one way and then the other, if that makes sense. We have got to sort out the roof. The roof itself is fully intact as far as the vinyl, but you can see here this trim. This is what holds the front of the roof on, which is why we couldn't put it on yesterday, and you can see it's snapped in half, and that hooks over the top of the screen like that, and obviously holds the roof on. Now these are available from Westfield. They're about 55 quid. I've looked them up, so I will need to get one of those, and we can rebond that into the vinyl of the roof, and then we'll have a roof again, which is good. Coming around the back, we've got the fuel filler there. From what I can see, it looks like it's an alley tank, so I'm hoping there's not too much gunk inside it. I may change this number plate setup, I'm not sure on that yet. Obviously it's good to have a full-size spare on the back of the car, it's always handy. Doesn't necessarily look the prettiest, but it is obviously handy to have. Again, the arch on this side's not so bad actually, it's not faded too much on this side, so this side was obviously in the shade. Got the doors sitting down there. This carbon fibre is a little bit warm, but not as bad as the other side. But obviously we're changing one, we'll change the other. Not sure what I'm going to do with the chrome yet, whether I'm going to just clean it up and leave it as it is, or re-chrome it, or maybe even powder coat it. I was thinking possibly even powder coating it black. Not sure yet on that. Same with that hood frame, I may powder coat that black as well, or paint it black, one of the two. So yeah, I've got a nice heat shield on the exhaust there. Now one thing that I said earlier in the video, or rather Arran said earlier in the video to me, was the engine was from a Calibra. I've actually looked it up in the history, and it's an Astra GTE. I did wonder, because he said Calibra GTE to me, and I was like, did they make a Calibra GTE? I wasn't sure. But sure enough, in the history itself it says Astra GTE engine, and he paid, the guy who built this car paid, I think it was £820 for this engine, when it was obviously out of a damaged car. You just have to undo these 4 clasps. I'm not sure I'm going to do this with one hand, so let me just stand you on there and I'll take the bonnet off. Hang on, stay there. It's a bit of a two-handed job this. Just lift it over the air filters. Put that down there, so it's out of the way. And then we can see. Yeah, so this is a 2 litre red top engine out of an Astra GTE. So it says in the history. It's got a Ford header tank. Not sure why. I'm not sure what this is off of, whether this is specific to Westfield, the brakes, or whether that's off something else. Obviously you've got the electronics in there, there's not much to it. What carbs are these? They are Delautos, twin Delautos. So I don't know whether they're going to want cleaning out or what. So yeah, I might actually get a charger on that battery just to see if we can get some life into anything on it as far as electrics. I'm not going to try and start it yet because I want to crank the engine over by hand, make sure it's free. I don't want to change the cam belt because supposedly it's never been changed, so it's quite old and I don't want to risk that snapping. So but yeah, it's got the 4-branch manifold on it. So you can see in there, that's the thermostat housing. Looks a little bit crusty around the thermostat housing, but that's only just where it's been sitting, I'd say. Looks like a full washer bottle in there. Obviously being a kit car, it will have different stuff from different cars, so it's to be expected. You can see the chrome suspension I was talking about yesterday a bit better in there now. It is quite corroded, so I may end up having that blasted and powder coated, possibly black again. So I think there's a lot more else to show on it at the moment. I may just hook a battery charger up quickly and see what comes to life, just so we can see what all the switches do. I'll get that set up and I'll come back to you in a second. Right, we've got the battery charger set up. As expected, the battery is absolutely clapped, but with the charger obviously on, it does bring up some lights on the dash. For some reason the rev counter jumped straight up to 3, which I'm not sure why, but we have got lights, so that's a good start. Let's see what happens when we push things. Let's try the indicators first of all. Yeah, that's working all around. Other way, it looks like we've got a bulb out the front that's flashing fast. Front bulb's out by the looks of it. Yep, it's not having any of it, so we need to put a bulb in that, that's no problem. Alright, let's see what else we got. That's the horn, supposedly. Oh, it's an air horn, that's why. Okay, we won't keep going on for that now. What does this one do? Don't know. That's washers. Hey, we've got wipers for what they're worth. Washers and wipers work. How about that? Needed them on last night when we was towing it. I've got fast speed as well, 2-speed. Look at that. Blimey. Right, does the heater work? No heater. Oh, there it goes. Dirty switch. The heater works, that's good. Speed 2 doesn't want to know. Oh, there we go. Again, dirty switch. 1, 2. That's alright, lovely. Now let's put the lights back on. Oh, I didn't do the lights, did I? Let's try the lights. So we've got dash lights, side lights. So we've got side lights, yeah, both sides. Can't see that one very well, but it is on. Yep, so look at the back. Yep, both sides, side lights are working, so that's good. Let's try the main headlights, see if they come on. I've definitely got that one, because I can see that. And we've got that one, so that's good. Fully working headlights. Now, where are the flashes on it? There's that's what that is, I think. Now, we've got, looks like we might have main beam, but we haven't got normal dipped headlights. Oh, hang on, it's coming back. Dirty switch again. Yeah, there we go. That's dipped. That's high beam. Obviously, you're going to expect that because things are going to be corroded in this where it's not been used for such a long time. But that is now working, so that's good. So we've got dipped and main beam. Lovely. Let's have a look at the fog light. See if the fog light comes on. No fog light. Let's check the switch. The switch is lighting up. There we go. Look, see, working the switch backwards and forwards a few times, and on it comes. So that's good. I wonder if switch all that off. We've got reverse. Now where is reverse on this? I don't even know. Is that reverse? No. First, second, third. I'm assuming it's back and towards you, but it won't go in because obviously we've not got the clutch in, so we can't test the reverse light at the moment. So we've done all them switches in there. There's hazard lights. Let's look at that. Yep, they're all on. The only one that's not working is that front bulb, which obviously we know about from the indicator not working. That one over there. So that's all right. Hazard lights work. The gauges are steaming up where they've got the heat in them from the lights. Look, or had heat in them from the lights, I should say. Superb. So it looks like we've got full electrics. As I say, I'm not going to check anything on the engine side of it yet because I do want to just crank that over by hand, make sure it's free, and then we'll probably unbolt the nose cone, get the front cam cover off, and that is going to be the first job definitely before we do anything else, assuming the engine turns over, which I have no reason to suspect it won't, so that's good. And we definitely need a new battery because that one, as you can see by that gauge, is doing absolutely nothing, and that's been on there for about 10 minutes now, so we knew that anyway, so that's all right. Top banana. Right then, that is going to be it for this episode on MEC-TEC. I hope you've enjoyed the video into my latest project. Yeah, I know, another project. I love it. Can't help myself. So this may not appear on the channel straight away after this because obviously I want to still get that three-wheel van done, and that has been taking a back seat to everything else lately. So it may be that this takes a bit of a back seat until I get a bit further on that, or we do a bit of a mix and match where I just get this running so I can move it in and out easier rather than to push it, you know, the score, all that sort of thing. But rest assured, this will make another appearance on the channel in the near future when we start on it. Obviously, whichever job we do first, which is probably going to be the cam belt. Obviously we need to see if the engine is all okay and whatever else, turn it over by hand, then we can do the cam belt and obviously go from there. I have to say a massive thank you to Arran for giving me a great deal on this little car. He's done me a real good deal on that. And also I have to say a massive thank you to Dan. As always, he's on call with his trailer, or with his mate's trailer I should say, so thanks to his mate as well. Whenever there's a road trip going on or a car that needs going and getting, he's always there. So thanks very much, Dan, I really do appreciate it. Remember, I have got quite a few different things on the channel now, so if you are new to the channel, maybe consider subscribing. I've got quite a few different playlists. There are three-wheeled vans, Kawasaki Ninjas, MX-5s, Mark II Cavaliers, Mark II Fiestas, Mark III Capris, DeLoreans, Pumas. There's quite a few different things on there. I think I'm over 40 videos now, so there's quite a few to look back on if you do want to have a little look back at the previous playlists. Obviously this is going to be a new playlist once we get going on it. I have got Instagram MEC_TEC1985 and Facebook at MEC-TEC if you want to see little sneak peeks during the week of what I'm up to. And all that is left for me to say is if you want to join me soon for more automotive adventures, I'll see you again next time. Cheers guys.